say the topic.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah. We on?
Yep.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to face the east and give all honor, glory, and praise unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, who you know as God. All right, in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, his true name and one and only name is Yahweh. Yahweh means he to be, or he is, he exists. Okay, Bahashem means in the name of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh's only begotten Son. All right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, Yahweh Shai in the ancient Paleo Hebrew means he saves or he delivers. All right, Yah being he, and then Yahweh Shai being a deliverer. Okay, Bahashem in the name of Rakah HaKodash. All right, the Spirit Holy, which is the Holy Spirit. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations. All right, to the hopeful elect Akim pushing his word throughout the four corners. All right, of this world. All right, and to the ends of the world. All right, and to the Bias Shah Dawada, the sincere listeners and believers on this truth and testimony. All right, we say Shalom, and the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American are the God's chosen people, known as in the Bible as the Israelites. This includes the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigner, known as in the New Testament Gentiles. All right, but those that have taken on, all right, the physical features of these of the other 17 nations, all right, heathen nations, but their father line and their spirit goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, where the seed was counted for, or the seed of the promise was counted for in Jacob, who was surnamed Israel. All right, that's who salvation is for and repentance. That's who Yahweh Shai came to deliver. All right, and nobody else. All right, the Most High only cares for his nation. All right, above all nations. All right, and that's what it is. Now we in the time. All right, this is Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp, and we in the time of heavy prophecy. All right, things amping up. Getting ready to set off this third world war. Whoa! All right, this third woe. All right. Meanwhile, things amped up this last week in Texas. All right, where Biden passed or approved. Yeah, through the Supreme Court approval. All right, to take down those barbed wire fences. All right. So allowing these immigrants to come in. All right. Now that's going to cause a multitude of things, but we know what time it is. The Apostle Tahar deemed this year the hopeful year that the coming of Jacob's trouble. All right. We know as the scriptures, call this year a time, or it's like not this year, but the time of Jacob's trouble is a time like no other. All right, where we're gonna see things unfathomable. All right, mass casualties. All right, rumors of war. Everything in Matthew's the 24th chapter. All right, everything prophesied in this book. All right, which is the only book that speaks true prophecy, as you know, as it's called, the Bible. Okay, the best-selling book too, whether the people that buy it read it or not, because there's not a lot of non-believers. But hey, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna prove that hey, this book stands, faithful and true. And let's get into the scriptures.
Khan and Salakia, before we start, you also got that oil tanker from the UK, all right, that was just hit by Hamas, all right, and they had to abandon the ship, for, just more so proving, hey, the prophecy is unfolding and that third world cometh quickly, all right? So, Yahweh Shem Shai is not playing, all right? You got it.
The second Ezra 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Yes, speak thou in the words of, speak thou thy words in the ear of his people. So first and foremost, we out here to prophesy, all right, to prophesy for and warn our people. Blow the trumpet, so our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, can hear this truth, all right, and be put back in remembrance. Get right with, repent and get right with Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, can you grab Romans 3:3? And then got it. Romans 3:3.
Yeah, I got that B. I had it on my face for a second, so I can.
You allergic?
Ronnie.
No, I was saying you allergic.
You allergic to the bees, are you?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
They all.
Oh, okay. Continue back on 2nd Ezra 15:1. At the break, which I will put in thy mouth, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, these words aren't being told to you for our own self gain or because this is something that we want to tell you. All right, this is something that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave his elect. All right, starting with the 144,000. Who are the prophets on the highways and byways? Pushing this word with truth and sincerity. Now we believe that we're part of the hopeful elect, but not saying that we are, because we don't know until that time comes. All right, until the Yahweh Shai seals the deal, all right, and puts that crown on our head and redeems us out of his, upcoming time of trouble.
Is this the faith that's keeping that faith?
Yeah, and the faith that we have, keeps us coming out here week in and week out. All right, that's what motivates us to do the work, along with the fear. All right, because that fear, is the number one motivator. You need that fear, all right, to gain access. All right, same with the name. You need the fear to gain access to the wisdom. All right, without the fear, there is no wisdom.
All right, Proverbs 1:7. The beginning of fear is wisdom, but fools despise instruction.
Right. Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, you're gonna get it in a couple after like 2 scripts.
2nd Ezra 15:2, and he caused them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, meaning that these words that are spoken and have been written in this book, all right, the 1611 KJV, the Old Testament, New Testament, and the Apocrypha, all right, these things will come to pass. All right, you got it.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speaketh against thee.
Right. So don't let these imaginations, these false tales, or anything spoken against the word, sway your perspective. Oh, that ain't true. When clearly, all right, if you've been given the eye stuff, you see everything that's happening and lining up perfectly with the scriptures. All right. You got it.
For all the unfaithful shall go to sleep in their unfaithfulness.
Right. All the unfaithful, because that word incredulity just means, lack of faith. All right, so everybody that doesn't believe on this word, well, guess what? They're gonna be taken back in the spirit world because of it. Especially you 2/3 that are a part of the nation of Israel. You ain't gonna see salvation on this side. All right, you're gonna be right along with everybody joined hand in hand with the wicked. All right, and this wicked ass system because Babylon the Great, all right, aka America, is going down. All right, there ain't no way around it. For we could have healed Babylon, but it's too destroyed. All right, now you got it. Got that, then you can drop down.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, and verse 3, and it reads, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai without effect?"
Right. So yeah, some people don't believe in this book. Some people in our own nation don't believe in this book. They go to outside sources. All right. But at the end of the day, there's no true prophecies in those other books. All right. There's nothing that can lift your spirit, or there's nothing that can foretell you what's about to come to this world. But guess what? Jacob's trouble is in this book. All right. And the times of civil war, the times of this third world war, and the prophecy of how Babylon the Great is going to go down, all right, by thermonuclear fire, all right, it's all in this book. All right, same with the coming of our Lord and Savior Yahushua. All right, on a giant, what the world knows as a UFO. All right, but he's coming back and he's going to set, all right, he's going to set things in order, and he's going to take the lowly, all right, the elect of Israel, and make them kings of this earth, all right, under that authoritative power, all right. Jump back. Second Ezra.
The second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right. Woe to the world. All right, this is the prophecy that's coming. All right. And woe means destruction. All right. Great destruction is coming to this place. All right. As you see taking effect. All right. There's a evil spirit. Evil spirit's going crazy right now. You got that lady out in California stab her husband 100
times.
plus times
And got away.
and got off,
times.
saying that it was psychotic induced behavior from marijuana.
That's crazy.
All right. How many times did Jake try that and not get off?
Hey,
All right. No matter what type of drug he was on.
it used to be legal.
Right. So let's see how long till they ban that now. All right. But it's all the crazy GMO shit that they putting in too.
God.
Right. But they'll make anything under the sun, you know, non-criminal now.
God.
All right. Because that's how they want you. You know, they want you in that dead state. That's what these drugs put you in. They put you in a dead state.
Right.
All right.
That dead state brings lawlessness. All right. You know, you're not sane. What is that word? Lunatic.
Yeah. Go to Matthew 24, wax code.
Yeah.
You want to bring it out. Bring out that word. I think it's a code in there. Psychos.
God.
All right.
I get it.
Grab it.
1 second. You can continue. I'll pull it up.
I was gonna say before we get into this.
Oh, Salaki, let me put this down.
Yeah. It's Matthew 24 and I think like 16 or something. 12. 24 and 12. And then another thing that just happened, or that a brother put in the chat, was that, well, not only I think it was like last week, you had the two roommates that got in a fight over a remote control TV, and he blasted his roommate because he didn't let him watch what he wanted to watch, I guess. And then you had somebody just get, murked from a damn LeBron. Who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? You know, it's a time of stupidity. All right, the devil got all these people. You know, who is the so-called white man in a spell?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12, and it reads, "And because iniquity shall abound,
Yeah.
the love of many shall wax cold."
Right. Now grab code and so people is losing the spirit of care.
Yeah.
All right. And for other people, they just have no feelings.
Yeah.
But recently out here, a woman fatally shot a pastor.
Yeah.
Got out and boom.
Oh yeah, I see that. You got it.
All right. This would be G55 and 5594, and it reads, Salaki,
Matthew, what?
Psychos.
You just put
All right, and
you
it's
said
not.
it's what Psychos, right?
Yeah, it's not doing. I was trying to play it, but for
Strong's G 5594. Suho.
Suho. All right. It says to be made or to grow cold or cold. Met metapa
Metaphor.
metaphor. M-E TAPH, metaphor, or of wanting love, to breathe, blow, cold by blowing.
Well, that Greek word, I'm pretty sure goes in, to psycho, meaning losing their damn mind,
God.
right? And people, drugged out and thugged out.
Strong's G 5594.
Can you see what
Sucho.
Sukho.
right? And can you go to what does it say in Strong's?
Slovakia. This phone is running a little bit slow right now.
No, where was he at?
Yeah.
Matthew 24.
Rick Lexington. Strong's.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, here you go.
Phone getting kind of stuck. Slovakia. Hey, Shalom, Yahba Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
How about you?
Yahba Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Grab that. Grab your precept and jump back into the second page.
Right. This is the three, for second Esdras 15 and 14, like woe unto the world. This is Matthew 8 and 7. Woe unto the world because of
8 and 7 or 18?
18 and 7.
No.
Well, Matthew 18 and 7. Woe unto the world because of the offenses, for it must needs to be if that offenses come. But woe to the man that the offense is coming.
Right. So, what are those offenses? Ultimately, sin. All right. Sins against the people of, the chosen seed of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and offenses that chosen seed has made against their power. All right. That's what brought forth. All right. These times when you go into what's that? Second Esdras 16. All right. It says that these or to make for scourges are sent for amendment. Meaning that these pestilence, wars, and hellish conditions are sent during these times, all right, to make good with Yahweh Shem Shai, and the whole world is being put in in line of fire. All right, the Most High judges nations, but pretty much the leader of all these nations, Babylon the Great, this Roman beast system reincarnated. All right, they polluted the whole earth, so he's gonna take that out. All right, through thermonuclear fire, he's gonna cleanse the world. All right, he's gonna take out the power structure of this and then bring in the new, which that's Yasharallah, Prince of Power, Israel. All right, the true people of God, not the fakes, the phony. All right, let's get back into this.
The second Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth near and draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right. So during this time, there's sedition. Can somebody grab that definition? But pretty much it just means there's a they bucking up against the system. There's a conflict. Let's grab it in the yeah. But it's
The definition of sedition is
from Google. It just says conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority or state or monarchy, and that's exactly what you have, going on the borders of Texas, because they said, they told Biden or what, there's going to be a stand between the the Lone Star State, all right, and the other and the government, all right, and don't think that they're not gonna call on, all right, these other troops to bring them in and fight against them, all right, and people catching on. So because what else did was Texas said to have the backing of 25 other states?
25 Republicans.
Right. So, but 25 other states backed them up on their decision.
Yep.
All right, because during these times, this influx of immigration has only brought more crime. All right, they gave them more shit than they ever gave Jake.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
But here it is in America where homelessness is on a rise. People in bad conditions as it is, they go and help some people that not even from here.
Huh?
All right, that's stirring the people up. All right, causing that sedition.
Yep.
All right,
I got to pray.
can let him finish this real quick.
2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in
Right.
their power.
So they don't care about what their president tells them. They just gonna have it in their mind that this isn't what the Constitution says. All right, they're gonna come back. Everybody on the and people are making light of it. Oh, that's not gonna happen. All right, but it is happening.
Yep.
All right, and guess what? Our government has the power, as a brother, the elder out in Charlotte brought out. The government has a capability. It was Edomite on TikTok. The government has the capability to shut down the whole grid out there. So don't think that they won't use that to try to cause more hell on the people here. All right, in that state that are rebelling against them. The devil got this whole shit on lockdown, man. And people gonna find out real soon that you're not in their best interest. All right, so you better come and get your shit. So when that happens, they shut off the lights. All right, you ain't gonna be without food, water, toiletry. All right,
Everything.
you ain't gonna have shit. All right, and that's coming soon because when that rebels, hey, they gonna cause. Did they already call martial law, or they put
And it was in the country.
No. I'm talking about in Texas right now. Did they
It's
do
not
it,
an official martial law. It's just
It's
curfews.
a curfew,
Yeah.
right?
There's a curfew
So
spoken of.
it wasn't
It's-
legit though,
It's it's
unofficial.
unofficial.
It's kind of
Right.
like what they did during the C1.
Yeah, right. Right. It's a
They
strong
They
suggestion.
could go. Who wants to test that though? The Lord says don't test the power of that He put in place.
God.
All right. Was there more on it?
You can read down to 19.
Yeah. Read down to 19.
All
All
right.
right. You want to get your free?
Yeah, I got it. This will be the book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 20, and it reads, know this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation.
Right.
All right. So hey, this is not men going off of their own thoughts or their own will or their own feelings. All right. This is scripture that's backing this up. All right. We are only speaking what scripture has spoken. All right. We're interpreting so that you may have a better understanding through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
So Holy Spirit, the speaking.
God.
So you know what time.
Right? Because you have to have the Holy Spirit to be able and to be bold, to come out here and proclaim, the downfall of Babylon the Great.
Right, to say something that you can't even see.
God.
All right, but this has been spoken about
40 plus years.
Right.
All right.
The apostles were saying this so long, but now you have the actual things being played out in real time.
God.
The events being played out right in front of your faces, and some people are still stupid enough to say that's not what that means. Not in our lifetime. Right. That's the incredulity. All right, is that it?
Yeah.
No.
God. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled,
Right.
and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right. So men gonna be afraid. Houses destroyed. All right, because of the pride. They gonna think to stand up against this power. All right, this beast system, these UN troops, these sleeper cells that get activated. They ain't gonna have a chance in hell. All right. You know, keep reading. Yeah, that man shall desire to go into the city. What are they trying to set up? 15-minute cities. All right. Let alone if they want to, border cities. They could do that and stop access. All right. They could put, block off freeways. There's nothing we seen. Not well, it's not rehearsals, but it's where they do little trials.
Right.
These military exercises that they do, like they did in, like they be having going on in main city.
I think they have and they're
LA.
supposed to have like 3 or 4 months of exercise like here.
Right. Oh yeah, you was talking about that.
Yeah.
You seen a video where they were talking about they're gonna start, doing these exercises. Okay, these military exercises. You had I believe it was in the Midwest, where they were transporting all those,
Yep.
nuclear weapons. All right, all these things that the devil does that he tries to slide underneath the rug goes nothing. It's just like that alert that happened that they did last year, where people were saying they're gonna release something, and when they didn't really know what it was.
Yeah.
All right, that's really he's really planning shit, either underneath that or after. All right, he's doing this to see how people react, and then when the real thing comes, he ain't gonna give you the warning.
Matter of fact, I got another pre. This would be the book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach. And it reads, as the judge of the people is himself, so are the officers. And what manner of man that ruler of the city is, such are all that all they that dwell therein.
So you ain't gonna be able to trust nobody in these times either. All right. Now it says, as the judge is, so is the officer. So how is these people in power? How do these people in power conduct themselves? All right, they're crooks. All right. At the end of the day, they're crooks and F-bombs.
Right.
And
Prideful.
Pedialites. All right. And so on and so forth. Anything that the Bible describes the wicked, they are.
Yep.
They frame mischief. All right. And guess what? But they are not judged as other people or as other men.
Right.
All right. So the time of lawlessness is coming. All right. And just as crooked. That's why I said you ain't gonna be able to trust nobody, because they're crooked. So the people underneath them, they gonna
Adapt to their ways.
right when shit hits the fan, they gonna resort to violence and to the same way Esau Edom guy was his now. All right, they're gonna resort to.
Right. Oh, thou bloody man.
Right, that's why these stores gonna be empty. Some places it's gonna be unsown. You got
This is Second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
So they're gonna spoil their neighbor for the lack of bread. So we're gonna be fighting over the last crumb. Go to 2 Ezra 6 and 22. They're gonna be taking invading. All right, jumping in other people's houses, stealing, death. What was it in Demolition Man? Murder, death, kills.
Right. 187. Murder, death, kill. John Spartan.
Second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly Sheol No,
So,
Salaki. And suddenly shall the sown,
so
sown places appear unsown, and full storehouses should be suddenly be found empty.
right, and this is going to be a chain of reactions. All right, it's going to go from whatever event pops this thing off, civil war, everybody running through if they shut the grid down, everybody running through the stores, taking what they can grab. All right, no police on the streets. All right, the police trying to do the same thing everybody else is.
God.
Because everybody's running around like a chicken with their head. That's why we tell you, brother, don't be carnal and believing that this substance gonna save you. That you can get, but don't be stupid either. If you can stock up on some things, grab a few extra items that may be useful in that time.
God.
All right, hey, the Lord had Ezekiel prepare, all right, for the famine.
God.
All right, and but more importantly, in the times of was that Elijah, all right, he showed him where to go.
God.
He gave him a vision. And that's what that's where that faith overrides everything. All right.
Yep. Because you got Salaki, you got to believe too, right? Yahweh Shemi Shai, hey, he might have you storing up, and you never go home. That's for another brother. That's for another sister. All right, to come across. It's for you to be that pilgrim. All right, and this you're pushing forth always the work of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Hey, you might have a nice little pantry, man, but the Lord put a spirit on you, and don't go back there. You don't have to leave that shit alone, because if you do go there, guess what? Most High might discipline your ass for not, for not listening to.
Oh.
Or if you're not moving in the spirit in those times. That's why Isaiah 33 say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy tongue.
I was just about to pull that. Hey, hello, Yahweh Shemi Shai. Oh, you already got it. I mean, that's it. He called it and everything.
Continuing back on 2nd Ezra 6 and 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one another against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. At that time,
25. Just read
25. Whosoever remaineth from all those that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world.
Right. That's why, hey, who's gonna see that? That's gonna be the elect. All right. But as the book of Acts says, we gotta go through great tribulation, much tribulation to enter the kingdom. All right. So these big things, but know that and have it in your mind that Yahweh Shem Al-Shah is gonna save his elect. Right. It's gonna go from somebody you think you can trust to being your enemy, being an adversary, doing you probably dirtier than your own family, and some of it's gonna come from your own family. You actually go to Matthew 10.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 34, but it started.
I was still holding Isaiah.
Yeah, we're gonna grab that in a second.
That's why I was just holding.
Yeah, get 10. Just no, 10 and 34.
Yeah.
And then read down to 35.
Matthew's 10 and 34. Now this Matthew's 10 and 34. Think not that I came to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, or Yahweh Shai is coming back, with a sword and not peace. All right. He ain't here to spread love. He's here to, take back what's his, as the creator. All right. The ruler of everything. The King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right. It says he wears many crowns because, in the ancient customs, when you took down a kingdom, you would put a crown on your head. saying that this land is mine now. Well, so everybody in power, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is coming for their crown. All right, any president,
Prime Minister,
prime minister,
dignitary, officer of the court, kings.
whatever they call that,
Whatever power position you think you
that
got.
dude, Trudeau, was he prime minister?
I think so.
Right,
Justin
wicked too,
Trudeau.
wicked as hell. You know? And that's the thing. Everybody's coming to the states for that judgment. All right, everybody's coming to the states to try to escape some judgment, but they just running into some more shit.
Right. Hey, that's why
They
also.
think the cartel is bad up there. Well, the cartel gonna be running shit out here.
Right. That's why exactly why these borders are to no effect. All right. This is as scripturally it says, the city of unwalled,
Yeah,
unwalled city, unwalled city, the water.
I don't know.
All right.
Exactly how to quote it,
But hey, having no protection. All right, here it is. Hey, they've been funneling in for generations. All right, this wasn't just a new plan. This is just the end of the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Because, as Redacted brought out a week or 2 weeks ago, they had interviewed two men that are reporters, all right, that went down to Ecuador. They got a map from an immigrant that showed, pretty much the passage, how people are getting into the states. And the point of entry, you have to watch that Redacted interview, but the point of entry was, and supposedly those two men got a website. I meant to go back and watch it, but they have a website where they show, the footage that they had. All right, but pretty much the point of entry is in a city in Ecuador, and they said that 50% population is Chinese. All right, and then it's just mixed. And then on their travels, they seen, people of, all these, one of them said they was they had I think they were Serbians or something like that,
Yeah.
and they all had matching tattoos with that cross and that name Jesus in the same font, same same type, and something was up with that. And then when they tried to interview them, they shook them off. Also, a lot of supposedly kids being taken through that trail, and they said they went on the easiest one that's less
Hectic.
less crazy and the safest passageway. All right, now they were still kidnapped by the cartel, and they lost all their footage, and except for a GoPro that they had like stashed. That was like at the very end, but it goes to show you that hey, there's a lot more shit going on that the masses
You
of
sheeple.
America don't know. All right, and don't think, because they in that illusion that everything's okay, that this world's gonna go on forever, that Trump's gonna get back in office and settle shit. All right, but it's not okay.
Right. We always bounce
Not
back.
okay. Yeah.
We always bounce
Go
back.
ahead and read the second part.
Oh, God. Matthew 10:35. For I am come to send a man at virtuous variance against his father,
Difference.
and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Yeah. So hey, you're gonna have conflict within the household. Some people not agreeing with this is also, something that when you come into the truth, that they ain't gonna stand with the prophecy, with what you believe in. But at the same time, all right, it's gonna be people fighting in their own households for the food, for the substance.
Yeah.
All right, for
For that last piece of kicks.
playing these political games, thinking that Trump gonna save.
Right.
Trump can't do nothing that these elites don't tell him to do or let him do.
They knew what Trump's real plans was. You wouldn't be following Trump.
Because what was as a they got that head knocker chopper. You know, he was building it. He
Yeah.
was bringing them back. He said he was gonna bring it back. All right.
Slock it. Now that you say that, hey, why do you see in the news? Why you start seeing in the news like about these executions? All right, these criminals being executed. I think that I forget the dude's name who was just executed, but they did it by lethal gas, some type of gas, and they said it was very violent. All right, like it was very almost torture, right? So hey, it gives reference to a new way, all right, where it's more humane, all right, and that's how they're gonna usher this thing in, all right. Those draconian measures and what are they called? The people's law, all right, the other people's law. I don't know if I can say it.
The other people's law.
Yeah, small hat law.
Yeah.
But
Dr. Jekyll and Hyde law. I don't know how I can say it. Nolan Hyde law.
okay. But that was it on. Yeah, you gotta grab it on. And then King grab Isaiah 19 now.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse, you said 11, right?
Two.
Let's look it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2, and it reads, And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right. Neighbor against neighbor. All right. So that American against American.
Yeah.
All right. Just hey, January 6th was a big psyop. All right, to get you, used to these times.
Right. That's why you have, as their people are saying about, the movies that are coming out right now are part of that. Part of that program.
Program.
All right.
So you could, just like the Leave This World Behind. You think about it, Leave This World Behind. Then they released a trailer to Civil War. Everything else that they put in these movies.
And they brought out the first merge and then the last merge on Netflix. Yeah, so they're bringing all these movies back like Warwick.
Yeah. And those are all examples of what shit's gonna look like during these times.
Right, because essentially, you gotta know and understand that these are nothing but spirit scourges of amendment. All right.
Hey, but the Lord said He's gonna pour out all His flesh. So the way He does that is He puts the creativity in these movie producers, which who's in control of the movies. All right, if you go into and find who the creator of Netflix is his parent or his ancestry line goes back to the man who created propaganda. All right, no propaganda, just
in general.
In general. So the creator of propaganda, his generations to come created Netflix. That's why Netflix has these prophetic movies on there. All right.
Brother says keep everybody distracted with entertainment.
That's right.
All right.
Bread and circus.
Yeah.
What's coming now?
Got the Super Bowl.
Right.
All right. With the Con Ocho Cinco, which he put on a dress.
Yeah.
And for that commercial, so he could rap.
So you get back to the limelight.
Right. He put on that dress. And was throwing up a whole bunch of Illuminati signs in that commercial. All right. So ain't nobody, they received their constellation on this side. So let's see how the riches work for them. When they daddy turn their back.
When the day
they might,
darkness,
he might take them in the bunker and say, dance. Sing that tune. did on Super Bowl 50.
So I'll soft shoe for you, boss. I'll soft shoe. Somebody give me some salt.
You know, 17. We're gonna be down to like
Get your Bojangles on.
all the way to 19. This is Luke 17 in the 11. Luke 11 verse 17 in the NLT.
take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
He said their thoughts. So he said, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A family sprinted by frauding will fall apart. You say I'm empowered by Satan, but if Satan is divided and fighting against himself, how can his kingdom survive? And if I am empowered by Satan, what about you own existence? They cast out demons too, so they will condemn you for what you have said.
Right. And so hey, America ain't gonna make it.
Right.
All right. So any place they got civil war going on is doomed. All right.
And where's that happening? All over the world.
It's starting, but yeah, well, you have it even.
You got it in
South
Brazil,
America. Where was that in South America?
El Salvador. You got Morocco, right? You got all these. You got China. All right. You got Haiti.
Right? 'Cause they were still going there.
Yeah. You got France. You got Britain. All right. You got Russia.
It's going down.
And most of these places, you know, where that civil war is taking place. Guess who? Guess what nation they go back to? Esau, Edom. All right. Even but when you think about it, you know, Russia versus America is Esau versus Esau.
Right.
All right. So it don't matter. The Most High is using you guys. All right. The deceiver and the deceiver are both in his hand. You know, so he's using y'all to take out each other.
Right.
All right. The Most High is an ultimate chess player. Kicking his own ass. Right. That's what the Most High got y'all doing.
Hey, that's spiritual because the movie's Liar Liar.
Liar. They were born, you know, estranged from the womb, speaking lies.
Great movie.
Right. That was it. You got something else?
Oh, that was it on Matthew 10. And
Yeah. Can you grab a Psalms 49?
yeah.
Psalms 149.
You got something?
No, you done with that?
Yeah, you
Okay, got it. I thought you was gonna go.
read down.
Yeah.
Psalms 149.
No, it's 40.
Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
And that's what this devil believes. He believes that you know his works will last forever. That's part of the why do the heathens rage and imagine a vain thing? All right, they think that they got next. They think that they're gonna set up shop, you know, again on earth.
God.
All right, go to Malachi 4. No, Malachi 1 and 4.
Yeah.
They said they shall build and go down. Because this place is going to be broken into shambles and it's never going to return. All right? It's never going to return back to the place that it was. All right?
This is Malachi 1 and 4. Who as Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. This said Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath the indignation forever.
Right. That shows you that the Most High, all right, despises this stuff. All right, Esau Edom. It also shows you that Esau Edom is the so-called devil. All right, that's why he called their land the borders of wickedness. All right. meaning that they are the wicked. All right, and he's not going to allow them to come back this time. All right. At first, he had it to where he was using them. All right, for this time of affliction. All right, but the next time they ain't there. You got something?
No, I was
Go to Job. Go to Job 20 and 22, and then you're going to jump from there to 5 and 12.
so I was verse 11, 12.
Yeah, let's go there.
Next week.
Yeah.
Is it Job 20 and 22? Anger.
Actually, going what's going 5?
Yeah, listen. I'm back at
You got your 5 paragraph.
5 and 11.
5 and 12.
Con. This is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the deceived of the crafty, so
Yeah, he disappointed the devices of
devices of the crafty,
Yeah.
so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right, so the Most High is allowing. He's going to allow these devils to reach the top, and as soon as he reaches the top, he's going to bring hell on their ass. And hey, what does the scripture say that Satan fall as quick as lightning? All right, because that's his downfall. But he's going to allow them to reach that plateau. All right, he's going to allow them for their AI to take place for this fourth industrial revolution to change the game. All right, to implement they NWO, but as soon as they implement it, all right, they going down. That's why they stretching for time.
God.
You know, they count. They look at that doomsday clock, knowing that their time's almost up, and then that doomsday clock, hey, it aligns with prophecy. Can you grab before you get that? Can you grab Revelation 12,
Oh, you was talking about Job
22? And say chicken straights.
Yep.
You want me to start at one?
No, 12 and
Just making sure.
12
I was just making sure. This is book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12, and it reads, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time.
Yeah, and with some of that great wrath, right? Polluting the air, releasing these different pestilences, all right, putting unrighteous laws into place, all right. Here it is. You don't have. You think you have freedom here, but you really don't. Your freedoms are liberties that can be taken away at any second. All right. That's why you can't own the eminent domain. You own a house until they take it from you and tell your ass to get in that FEMA camp. Oh, and then what is a brother just brought it out in Training Day? How he tell him if he resists,
Right.
check his ass out. These other soldiers, these UN troops that is coming for these sleeper cells, they ain't gonna give no fucks.
Right.
All right, about what they only gonna spare your wife and daughter so they could take them.
And maybe you, because they might take you.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
You see the world where we in today.
Yeah, it's only for a moment.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Matter of fact,
So they can go to Pound Town on their asses.
It's that pride.
this is going to be the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 19, and it reads. I'm gonna read it in the KJV, and then I'll get it in the NLT. All right, and it reads, God is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
Right. And so this devil's gonna come with some force. He's gonna show his horns, and when he show them horns, you gonna know why he's the wicked. All right, people think they know that they know how wicked this devil can be, but you ain't even seen it yet.
I'm gonna read it in the NLT, and it reads, God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind.
Yeah, wait till they roll out that CBDC, all right, and they start, taking everybody's accounts, taxing. Oh, you had a bill from, how the IRS do. They'll take your check, all right. It might even be wrong. They take your check, start. What is it called when they siphon that shit out?
Oh,
Um,
uh,
uh,
oh, dang! It just slipped my mind. It is called when they they take it.
Pretty much where they
Yeah.
tap your check.
No,
No, they
it'll
tap
come.
a portion of your check like each month because you owe them money. All right, but they'll do that. But then say if they did it wrong, because I've had this happen to me. They wrongly took money from me, but for me to contact IRS, get it all taken out, so I was losing $200 a check every week. It took them from the time I contacted them. It took them about 3 weeks to give me my money back. I got two paychecks that got took out, so that's $400. Jake paycheck to paycheck. That's $400, and then but I don't see that till 3 weeks later. But they can take your money like that, and that's what the CBDC is going to do. The central banking digital currency is going to. Oh, you had a bill. That's out your instant. It's good and bad, but it's even worse. When they do it wrong. Wrongful. Right? And
Garnishment.
yeah, when they garnish your checks. Yeah, that's the worst shit. I was like, they do that for child support. A lot of shit.
God.
But they gonna just garnish shit. It's not gonna be called garnishing no more because they're just gonna take every debt that you have. They're gonna look up some shit that you did in 2000 and hit your ass.
Right. You got to settle the bank. All right. The house always wins. All right. This is in Esau's world. He is the house. All right. So he's always going to win. But we stand for a different house. We stand for the house of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, that's why you look at Baruch 3 and 8. Hey, we are subject to payments. Yep. All right. To this day, we are still in captivity.
God. Brothers got Yasharella 144K, second address, 6:16 and 71, and it reads, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai."
And those that fear Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, or the elect, Israel. All right, so they're going to take out, the majority of Jacob, but they really after the elect. All right, those that hold this truth and knowledge, because that's the main threat. That's their public enemy number one.
God.
All right. Yahushua said, "Blessed is he who is persecuted for my name's sake." God. All right. They're gonna come down with that persecution. All
right, let me finish this out. This will be back on the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 19 in the New Living Translation. Continuing on, and it says, "Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through?"
Make sure. Yahweh Shema make sure everything that he says is done. His word is bond. So grab Isaiah 55. Let's back that up real quick. 55 and 11. What are you on?
I say Job.
Hold that.
I got you. I got him, show. I got him.
You got it. You just saw that. And then we're going to go from there to whatever way you want to do it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 11, and it reads, "So shall my word be that, sluggish, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it."
Right. It's going to prosper. It's going to happen. All right. The things that prophecy speaking, the things that the Most High put The words he put in his prophets to write down, and they all gonna come true. All right. Will you be here to see it or not? All right. All right. Blessed is the man who sees the downfall of his enemy. That's what we praying for. We want to see this world. We want to, Lord willing, we be those men. The elect is gonna be beamed up into those chariots, all right, and get to witness through that glass floor, all right, that sea of glass, as it said in Revelation. This place we getting hit with ICBM after ICBM. All right, that's why, referring back to 2nd Ezra 16, it says that the arrow, once the arrow gets shot, it can't return.
That's the
All right,
NLB all
and
day.
again, those arrows are marksmen. They hit exactly where they're intended to, and then even if they're intended to go somewhere else, the Lord, the Spirit, or the can send an angel to redirect those and hit exactly where it wants it to.
Get 'em.
Right? Hey, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal.
Ah,
So hey, there's no limitations on this thing. But we know but the Most High put limitations on this devil. All right.
Yeah, set the bounds that it cannot pass, like
Yeah.
the sea.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh yeah, this is
Job.
This is Job 20 and 22. And the fullness of his sufficiency in the and so like it's Job 20 and 22. And the fulfillment and fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Right. So in the fullness of the so-called white man's sufficiency at the height, all right, of his
Technocracy,
NWO,
rulership.
the new world order he puts in place, all right, which at the height of that is the MOTB, that RFID CHIP that they want to put in everybody's hand or forehead. All right, when that goes down, all right, he's gonna be in straits. All right, what is straight position of difficulty? All right, the wicked, all right, every hand of the wicked that comes upon them. That's not talking about Esau Edom against Esau Edom. No, that's talking about the blue collar, the average, laborer who built up this nation. It starts with Israel, all right, because they profited off of slavery.
God.
All right, then it goes down to the other, workers, because these blue collar workers, they ain't having his NWO either.
Right.
All right.
Hey, here it is. This devil is hitting record numbers as far as profit gain. But how is the world and how is Babylon falling? All right.
You go back to when we had that inflation of gas. All right.
Right.
That time of gas inflation was these oil companies' most profitable years.
God.
Their profits raised when the gas inflation, when gas was inflated.
For that stock numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Price
made more
gouge.
money because of the inflation, because they, inflation, whatever, the prices on the oil went up, all right, but then they made that shit,
Price
hey,
gouging.
they took that shit and charged the people, way over the amount that they're getting charged for a barrel of oil.
God. Hey, but
We gonna see it again.
yeah, I was just about to say now in these times.
Right, because where the Red Sea can, and those Houthi rebels holding it down, and they holding it down because Yahweh Shem Shai is allowing them to, all right, to see the collapse of this place. All right, that's a part of the straits. Here it is, everything Biden trying to do and everything ain't really working, and it's not Biden's fault. Trump couldn't do no better if he was in office right now.
Right.
He might have a little bit more sense. All right, he might be able to, make some things work with certain, countries. But at the end of the day, hey, the Most High controls all. He dictates what and who and where. That's why when, that's why everybody believes on Trump. Like they ignorant as Jake, you know,
Niggas for
Trump is king.
Oh, yeah,
Niggas
yeah.
for Trump,
Niggas for Trump.
right? But hey, that ain't gonna get you no.
Oh, wait a minute. We're gonna go down.
Uh, yeah, you can.
Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly,
Yeah.
the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
All right, so he's gonna be all his riches, getting all that CBDC money, all that, you know, chipping all those, you know, his livestock, the Gawarium, all right, his people,
He's cutting when he feel like he's about to hit
and
that
right when,
climax.
and right when, he finally said, which this devil's never satisfied.
Mhm.
You know, he's a gluttonous bastard. All right, he's never said his belly can never get filled, but once he feel like we did it, he gonna throw up all the riches. All right, just as you had the Egyptians, you know, giving all their riches and substance to the Israelites when they you know when they made that exodus out of Egypt. All right, hey, we gonna take back all the riches that this devil got, you know, unjustly. Can you grab that Sirach 10
Come.
and 8, and then you can go to Jeremiah 14, and then we gonna jump in. I'm gonna have to grab. Yeah, I think it's 14, 16.
You want that before this?
In the paper, they prophesy your cast out on the streets
Uh,
of famine and sword.
if you're
Come. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, and verse 8. And it reads, because of unrighteous decrees in Slakia, because of unrighteous decrees, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
riches got by deceit, all right, unjustly, you know, by unjust dealings, all right. Everything that this devil has got has been gained from, well, it's great robbery and you know, putting other people to sleep, all right, because he don't kill, he's a bloody and deceitful man. All right, they call him bloody and deceitful for a reason. That's why that's why he's known as a cunning hunter. He's crafty and devises iniquity. You know, all these scriptures, you know. But that his riches are gonna be translated back to Israel, right? The true nation of Yahweh Shimon Al-Shah. All right, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. All right, got it.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it is shall that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
That's how big this next event gonna be. All right, because everybody knows Moses, calling on his people. All right, let my people go, and him parting the Red Seas, the Red Sea, all right, the Reed Sea, all right, and making that exodus out of Egypt. Everybody knows that story. You got it.
But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
And that land of the north is what we know as North America. All right, modern day America. All right, Babylon the Great.
And from all the lands, whether he have driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right. And how did he drive us here? He drove us here on ships. Ironically, one of those ships was called Jesus. All right, one of those slave ships that brought the Southern Kingdom over here. All right. Is there one more? No. All right, but before that great deliverance, before the prophecy of World War III kicks off, all right, the MOTB got to come first. That's part of these unrighteous decrees that the devil has. All right, and that's going to allow you access to food, shelter. It's going to be the access to take part in this devil's society.
It'd be their new way of living.
Right, all access. For a price of a CHIP in your hand. All right, and signing your name. That's
For the price of saying shoot.
right. Because he gonna steal your soul with it. When you make that deal, all right, you defile your temple.
Yep.
All right, you set up Esau Edom. All right, this beast system, these elite bankers as your God. All right, and that shows your lack of faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. So we gotta hold that till the end. We gotta hold and pray that Yahweh Shem Shah keep the spirit in us to be this faithful when they send those troops out, when they try to put you in that CHIP line, C-hipping line.
C-hipping. Right. It's Revelations 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast which had been wounded by the sword and did live.
Right. Now who got wounded by the sword and is back again? All right. That Roman beast system. All right. NATO and EU alliance with Babylon the Great. All right. They're back now. They got casted out to the Caucasus Mountains. All right, but they came back stronger. They was plotting. They was plotting in those caves. How we gonna get Jake back?
How we gonna take over?
How we gonna infiltrate and do it? Like it's never been done before. And the Lord gave them, wise men. All right, they destroyed the image of, Yahweh Shai and put a Chesedek worship. All right, they destroyed images that painted. Go and grab Job 9:24. Painted, Israelite men to look like the so-called white man. All right, to have straight hair. All right, and then they taught it. All right, and how did they do it? Yahweh Shem Shai allowed them to.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, and Egypt. Why do you think this devil, smashed all the Sphinx's nose?
God.
All right, he smashed them so you couldn't tell, who they were. All right, because he didn't want anybody that had color, he didn't want no
Description of it.
well, he wanted to deface all these images of people with color in in history, all right, to make you think that it wasn't possible. And those ain't our people either, because those Hamites is gonna, go in the chains as well. All right. But that's why I walk back like that.
Yeah.
I know you kind of walk behind you. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah. Right. And then, how this devil came back, as the brother was speaking about, came back through the Renaissance period, which they claim, that's why they call it the Dark Ages, a time of stupidity, where morality was all low nose when Jake was
morality was the highest. It's the high point.
Jake was ruling.
Yeah.
But that was the dark ages time, which you don't see no history of them going.
Yeah, where you had Jacob on the coins.
You got it.
2 Thessalonians 2:9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish. You know, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Was that 10?
Yeah, that was
11.
And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie.
Alright, so he has a see. That's where is son of man of perdition revealed. Is that this? That's verse.
The wicked shall be revealed. Son of perdition.
But yeah, and you fell, you fell for what this devil was doing. You know, I think I wanted to just. It's I believe it's in the 2 Thessalonians.
Yeah, let's say this. I was reading the thing.
No, it's 3.
Or 3.
No. Yeah, read. Go ahead and read
3.
3.
2 and 3.
Yeah. So.
This 2 Thessalonians 3, 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that the day shall come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, and the son of perdition.
Yep.
Perdition.
Right.
Who?
Not that the son of perdition. No.
Yeah, and the man of sin be revealed, and the son.
In the son of
Yes,
perdition. It's like I had it twisted in my head. It's like, but yeah, that man or that son of perdition, all right, the wicked who's been revealed, all right, Esau Edom, he's being called out in these last days for who he is, and people, even of his own nation, is pinning the tail, right on this devil's face, pinpoint, exact things he's done in history, all right, proving that they can't be anybody on this 12 tribes, all right, and they can only be, all right, Esau Edom, all right, skin was wasted away, all right. Go back to Revelation.
This is Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be deleted.
Right. So if you ain't bound down to this devil's system that he about to put in place, all right, this CBDC mixed with the CHIP, all right, where KS want to put, the other KS, not Kevin Samuels, the other KS, the new KS, where he want to put everything. They just gave you a big list of everything you want to put on that CHIP, right? All your info, link it to the cloud.
Yep. Right. Technocracy.
Right. Why do they exalt themselves as an eagle? Right, because eagles have vision. They see everything.
Wasn't the eagles can fly the highest out of birds?
I don't know if they fly the highest, but they one of the highest flying. But like in the air, they one of the baddest.
The eagle.
It's like stealth.
You ever see an eagle drop down on like a
fish or something?
One of them antelopes?
Oh yeah.
Launch that motherfucker off the cliff.
Yeah.
They bad. They big too.
Yeah.
Eagles, ain't they wingspan like 6 feet or something like that?
Yeah, eagles are huge.
Is
It's not just one eagle. There's different types of eagles.
What's that movie? Was that with Chris Farley?
Oh yeah.
He get attacked by
Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
I think it was Tommy Boy.
And then had Nacho Libre too,
I
where
thought that was Black Sheep.
Is it Black Sheep? It might be one of them.
one of them he
Yeah.
got attacked by people. And then I
It's
think
been a while since I watched
what's
it.
his name was kind of paying homage to but yeah, they ain't no joke, man. But that's why this devil sees himself as it.
Nah.
It's pride. It's pride. See, but just to there's so many parables and similarities between just how the Most High has Judah as a lion.
God.
All right. Just how he described, if you go into the intricacies of that, same with the devil. You had that movie with Shia LaBeouf,
Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye,
I just
right?
got that.
And what was
I love that movie.
What was in at the end? He went into that hub, that control center, and they was watching everybody. Man.
All right, and that's exactly what these devils doing now. They got that eagle eye for you. All right, this is all part of that predictive programming. All right, to let you know, hey, what was the Patriot Act about? Okay, they have these laws devised if they're laws by mischief in their secret councils.
Was that Obama?
Yep.
Was that Obama's campaign? Eagle Eye came out before that.
Right.
Right.
Eagle Eye came out right before Obama got in office, or might even be like the first year that he was in office.
Yeah, it was. Well, Obama went in office I believe, 8
I think it was 2008.
Yeah, I think they played that shit. But so it goes to show they release something and they do it, and then what happens? After Obama's office run, they released Snowden, showing you the shit that they was actually doing.
Yeah.
So there you have
That's when Eagle Eye came
a
out.
fictional account, 2007, right?
No, 2008.
Okay, so just showing you that he was going to do it.
Right.
So you have the fictional movie, and then you got the real movie. All right, with facts and evidence that Snowden still can't come to the States.
Right.
Where did he flee? Who got his back? And don't think they didn't say, oh, you could just come here. No, he had to give him something. He had to, give him intel. That's why they allowed him to stay there. That's why they was protecting his ass, because he could be of value.
Right.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, like they say in the world, it's about what you know, not who you know.
Right.
All right. And then after it's what you know, then it's who you know. All right. Hey, and it's no different from this truth. Okay. What you know, hey, you better get to know Yahweh Shimi Awashai. All right. His laws, statutes, commandments, his judgments. All right.
How much time?
We're at 132. All right.
Oh, come. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead.
He's going to make it mandatory. All right. Take this device. All right. Go screw yourself. Go, and that's what, all right, the men of the Lord and the true believers, we're going to have to go walk in faith. We're going to have to go without believing that, having faith that Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah is going to direct our steps and preserve us. All right?
This is Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth. And there was and there fell a norsome and gruesome sore upon the men which had the charagma beast, and upon them which worship his image.
Right, so take the latter end of you is going to be worse than if you didn't. All right. No matter how tough those times is going to get, because they're going to get tough. The Lord got to make sure that his man is true. All right, and that you're just not saying you're a believer. You got to put your faith in action. All right. You got to make sure you're really down. All right. Because how are you going to know unless you really test it? All right. Because a lot of men gonna fall out when they can't feed themselves and they baby, or they can't feed, or they can't go, They're gonna think that the Lord, they gonna think that the Lord forsaken them.
Yeah.
Because he make them go without food for 3 days. All right, 2 days. 6 hours without water.
But the man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by fasting, you have that faith and that belief that you might go a few days without food and stuff like that. You might go a week.
Think about how
Fasting and praying.
he sent, both Moses and Yahushua. That was, spiritually, that could have been the hardest times they had.
Oh,
You know,
to still have to move abroad. All
but
right.
that was right before they got, that was when Yahushua really got brought up to that level of,
Right. Hey,
to a level where he was just, just
think about, but in essence, think about Moses, right? Right before he had his revelation, like the brother said, that when he went out into the wilderness, right? He made it. He had to make it during that time, and he had to keep on moving,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Even though it's a terrible, it's not a terrible, but Ten Commandments.
It's a beautiful move.
Yeah, but
It's terrible. Yeah, yeah.
But how you see, like, damn, he struggled, but he got there.
Yep.
He went through all that to get that. So the Lord might put us in situations like,
God.
and then with in Yahushua, 40 days, it's the angels ministered. So
God.
the minister, brought him back to health and everything, but they even that journey, that period of time, that trial, brought him on a whole different level.
All right.
That's when he received everything, pretty much.
Yeah. That's when his time came. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is only prepping the men, his men, all right, his nation, the 1/3 of his nation for the time to come. All right. Jacob's trouble. All right. Jeremiah 30. Yeah. Go ahead and quote.
Yes, so
I got it.
So hey, so when it's really gonna be tough, we're probably gonna do something before that.
God.
Right before it, the MOTB come out. All right, brothers got to go, pilgrimage and be out on the limb,
Right.
and then the Lord gonna have it to where it's just toughest time for everybody else that we gonna be eating, we gonna be, we gonna be straight.
You said he can take care of
He
it.
said he's gonna feed his prophets.
Yeah, the servant shall eat.
You got it.
It's Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, Jacob. All right, even though Jacob is talking about the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian,
Right.
as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. Even though Jacob's trouble, all right, the rest of the world has to go through the trouble. It goes to show you that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has a love and a care for his people. All right, and Israel scattered as the sand of the sea. All right. Hey, this is a multi-faceted Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sanctioned hit on the world.
Yeah.
All right, on the world. All right, Salakia, let me come in. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is about to take this place down for multiple reasons. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is causing and bringing fear back into the world. You had that woman on TikTok or it was either TikTok or a YouTube short or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, when is the fear of the Lord gonna come back?"
That was on
Right. Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is bringing it back. That's why you see the prophets out on the highways and byways, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, all right, all the other elders and the bishops, all the way to the newest brother, making their body a living sacrifice. Okay? The fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is out. All right? Is out and about, but you just haven't recognized it. All right? You haven't recognized it. That Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doesn't give a shit about these people. And you don't give a shit about 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Go ahead and pull Zechariah for me. Yep. We ain't gonna stay that long.
Yeah.
Fucking
It was the demon that walks. That's what got it started. Gone.
He's like, I've seen it. It's Zechariah 13 and 8. I'm going to start at 7. Zechariah 13 and 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith Yahweh of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little one.
Right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, "Awake my sword." Oh, my sword. Matter of fact, go ahead and get that in Psalms for me.
Yeah.
Psalms 13, 17 and 13. All right, he said, "Awake my sword." All right, what is he doing? Hey, did he not say in the scriptures that Yahweh was going to put the hooks? All right, hey, in Gog and Magog to turn them back. All right, to turn them back to once what they were. All right, that USSR. All right, that Soviet Union, Russia. All right, hey, not to be Russia anymore. All right, to remember who they are.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, if they try to sway from not bringing destruction, you're gonna pull them right back into fucking this place up.
Right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, is bringing that fury back. He's bringing the fury of all these nations back. All right, for what? For Jacob's trouble. All right, that's why Jake is in trouble. All right.
I got it.
Yep.
It's Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thou sword.
Right, the wicked, which is thy sword. And that wicked is Esau Edom. All right, these motherfuckers aren't sitting out here, hey, playing games with you. You see in Texas that they rounded on out, hey, because they about to turn against their own government as a house is divided. Okay, so what makes you think, Jake, that those good old boys, all right, still don't have that same hatred for you? All they're gonna do is they're gonna use you. Those of you who are fucking dumb enough, okay, dumb enough to sit there and be joined hand in hand.
Gone.
All right, you're an expendable. All right, and I'm not talking about the movie because you're not that fucking skilled. Because Jake has no blessing in the sword.
Yeah, it's the devil's blessing. Zechariah 13 and 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith Yahweh of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little one.
Right, the sheep shall be scattered. Here it is. Israel is scattered. Right, Israel has been scattered as the sand of the sea, but Israel, all right, is the flock led to slaughter.
Right.
All right.
The Lord already did this, man. He already, raised up that sword and scattered his little ones.
Right, but this slaughter, hey, some got away. Some got away, and now Yahweh Shem Yahushua has to bring it back around.
Yeah.
All right, because 2/3, you
Degenerates.
thank you, you degenerates. I was about to say.
Yeah, I got you. I get it.
Oh man. Yeah, go ahead.
This
and
is
read.
verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and put to sleep, but the third shall be left therein.
You 2/3 nigglets, okay? You will fall, all right? And you're going to fall by the sword, and you're going to fall hard, okay? You're going to fall hard. Hey, what does it say here in Jeremiah? Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou way to seek love? All right? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Okay? This is irritating. All right? I'm trying to be a little bit calm. All right? The fact that you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, because this is an Israelite thing, even the destruction, all right, of this land mass of Babylon the Great, aka Egypt, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, it's because of you, Jake. All right, it's because of your degeneracy. All right, following after your father, the devil, John 8 and 44, because you're so easily influenced with wickedness. All right, it says in the law, it says in the very law that this place and you have to go down for what? For the sins that you have committed. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, go to Leviticus chapter 21, and I believe, I want to say 19. All right? From the idolatry. The idolatry is to serve other gods. And Colum, go to Jeremiah, I want to say 44, or no, go 11 and 44. That might be,
For a man that is broken footed or broken
no. Go ahead and look it up. It might be one.
chapter one.
It might be, no, 21. Salakia.
How do you want to do it with
It's the law of idolatry, transgression of the law of idolatry. I thought it was Leviticus 21. Okay, I'll look up. You got it. Hold on.
You said, well, there's no Jeremiah 11 and 44. Was it you was looking for? Behold, they set their face against you for evil. Jeremiah 44 and 11.
14.
14.
Slakia.
So it's
Jeremiah 11 and 14.
Jeremiah 11 and 14. Okay. Come. It's Jeremiah 11 and 14. Therefore, pray not thee for these people, neither lift up
13.
13.
Or 13.
Jeremiah 11 and 13. For according to the number of the cities were their powers, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem, have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal.
Right. Hey, because you continuously go off. All right. Hey, our worship is no different than woman worship. Is no different than being a so-called Buddhist, being a so-called Hindu, being whatever false doctrine that you want to be in, Jake. All right. It goes on. Go ahead and continue to read. Is it in century? The law on idolatry.
I don't know, but there's different scripture.
Oh, you said continue? I thought I had pre. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going on.
No, because that's in the law.
You wanted me to keep going,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Con. Continuing, Jeremiah 11 and 14. Therefore, pray not thee for these people, neither lift up and cry or prayer for them. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. You know? So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is saying, don't pray for the two turds. All right? He's not going to care for them in the time of trouble because they care not for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? They don't have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? They got that yellow spirit, right? They care for the things of this world. They love this world. All right? The love of the Father is not in them. Yellow. I always say
yellow.
it's
YOLO.
it's YOLO.
Yeah, you only live once.
I say yellow.
We get what you're saying.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm just
So
saying,
they
like,
can't
but
read.
they might not understand what you're
Kai,
saying.
Kai.
Like yellow.
You can do, you can just pull 26.
Was that you wanted me to stop?
Leviticus 26. I believe it's 1 and 21.
You wanted me to stop on that part? That was it on that.
Verse 19.
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Go continue. Kai. What has my what hath this is Jeremiah 11 and 15. What hath my brother to do in my house, seeing she hath wrought lawlessness with many, and the holy flesh is passed from thee. When thou dost evil, thou rejoicest.
Right. Thou rejoices. All right. Evil is done, and 2/3 of Jake rejoice. All right. Hey, because they're at one accord with the devil and not one accord with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Con.
What did he say in the book of Amos, chapter 3, verses 1 through 4? All right? Hey, for you of all the families of the earth have I known.
Yep.
Therefore I will punish you for your iniquity. All right? Hey, because you're not on one accord with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as we had promised Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as we entered into that covenant. All right? We got read the fine print. All right? The law, statutes, and commandments were set up. The curses and the blessings were set up for you, Jake.
Yep.
All right? And being that the world is given unto you, all right, starting with Yahweh Shai, all right, the transgressions that we go through, the whole world's under the shit. The sword was only made to put you in subjection.
God. It was the disciplines your ass. You know? Put you in check, you know?
Hey, and Yahweh Shai went through what he had to go through, all right, because he's the progenitor to everything happening. Go ahead, Saratzak, and jump over. You know, yeah, you could pull that, but I wanted you to pull something else. But go ahead and pull that.
You was done on that, right, Doc?
Yeah, we're done on that.
Con.
What else? Line come from the spigot. My hand is slipped. Go ahead, I'll get you.
This is Leviticus 26 and 1. Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am Yahweh your power.
Right. Hey, and this is what Jake has did. Jake has continued to go off and continue to uphold these idols, uphold this doctrine of this Western philosophy in this world. All right, thinking that this place is going to continue forever and not fall. All right. Jeremiah, go to Jeremiah 6, chapter 6, and start at verse 9.
You there, Rock?
Jeremiah 6 and 9 says, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel as a vine, turn back thine hand as a grape gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
Right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is giving you warning. All right, from the apostles on down, from Apostle Dahar all the way to the newest brother teaching the 100% doctrine. All right, giving you warning, but you care not to hear the warnings that are being sounded, the trumpet that is being blown. All right, that it is time. All right, the time is at hand. It is now that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is starting to rise up these nations. It is now that you're seeing earthquakes in diverse places. It is now that you're seeing wars and rumors of wars. All right, seeing everything pop off. All right, it is now that the MOTV is being shown. All right, it's being shown on a massive scale. All right, and giving you different platforms, the ways you can get it. All right, which there's only still one way, because it all leads back to what? A sea hip. All right, it all leads back to a stake. All right, a stake in your flesh. Okay, whether you get it in your forehand, whether you get what is it, digital tattoo.
Yeah.
All right, Neuralink. All right, hey, it all leads back to the same damn thing.
Nothing new under the sun. It's their form of branding.
Gone.
Was that Tanakh you read? That was Jeremiah 6 and 9? Okay.
And I read 6.
Yep.
I had a pre on that.
Yep.
On that. This is Acts 7 and 51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in hearts and ears, ye do always resent the Holy Spirit, as your fathers did, so do ye.
Right. As your fathers did, so do ye. All right. 2/3 of the nation of Israel continue to resent Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. Continue to say, hey, let his blood be upon us.
Come.
All right, and our children. All right. That same spirit, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said, That's the energy you wanted. That's the energy you're gonna keep until I come back.
That rebellion.
God, that rebellious. Oh, that was all I had.
This is Amos 9 and 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall go up in the spirit world by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Hey, that was plainly said. That was plain. The
So
evil
y'all,
should.
yeah, y'all think that it ain't gonna get you. All right, you ain't gonna go out like that.
Think I got the getaway.
That's exactly how the Most High gonna get you. All right, ICBM.
Final
Zechariah
destination.
14 and 12.
God.
Hey,
Burn your ass up
there's
like
so,
like that rack of pork ribs.
there's so much destruction. Hey, coming to the shores near you. All right, and here it is. You just think men are out here on the highways and byways just because. All right, that's all I wanted to bring up. Hey, with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying camp. We're gonna go ahead and face the east and give all honor and glory and praise unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Baisha Devadad, the house of David. Till next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam
Kwame
Yasharala.
Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.